Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
An 18-year-old driver accused in a suspected fatal drunk driving crash in Pasco appears in court. What Washington State Patrol is saying about decisions police made prior to the crash.
Plus, school districts across the region await voter decisions in tomorrow's special election. Why officials are pushing for more participation.
Later, Franklin County commissioners clash over a courthouse weapon policy. Our Dan Hansen has the security debate dividing officials. Stacey?
And after a rainy Super Bowl Sunday, we had lots of sunshine, a few clouds lingering around. What does this week's weather forecast hold for you? I'll have all the answers coming up. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us here on this Monday. I'm Wendy Redmond.
Hi, everybody. Hope you had a good Super Bowl weekend. I'm Austin Reed. It's February the 9th.
All right, well, first up tonight at 6, if you are planning to make your voice heard in this special election, time is running out.
Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia spoke with local election officials who say many of the measures focus on education and that just a few votes could make all the difference.
This special election in Yakima County features 9 measures across 7 school districts. Yakima County Auditor Charles Ross says West Valley has 2 questions on the ballot, while other schools each have 1. He adds there is also a Natchez Park issue before voters in the Natchez Park district. In Benton County, Elections Manager Amanda Hatfield says this special election is all centered on education.
We have 2 propositions for Kennewick School District and 2 for Richland School District. And then we share Grandview School District with Yakima County. It's a couple hundred voters, but we have the ballot measure for Grandview School District as well for those voters. It's usually out in rural Prosser that our voters are affected for that district.
Hatfield says about 20.8% of the 119,726 ballots sent out in Benton County have been returned so far. In Yakima County, Ross says roughly 20% of the 44,000 ballots mailed to voters have been returned. He encourages every voter to review their ballot and submit it on time, so history does not repeat itself.
I mean, just think recently Yakima City had a tax question, a levy question in front of the voters that barely did not pass. And look at all of the energy and concern that's come out since then. So oftentimes these elections in particular come down to just a few hundred votes, many times even less than that, whether they're passing or failing. So it's just very important that voters who are wanting to participate get your ballot in on time.
Both Hatfield and Ross say voter turnout in special elections is usually lower than in the general or primary elections. Ross says the type of issues on the ballot often plays a role.
We've always said that the issues on the ballot are what really drive returns. And again, these are issues that are all school or park related. So I think just historically, a lot of voters just don't have a ton of interest in those. That's my best guess.
For school levies to pass, at least 50% of voters must approve the measure. A bond requires a supermajority, meaning a higher level of voter support is needed for it to pass. Monique Garcia reporting for Apple Valley News Now.
Ballots are due by 8 p.m. tomorrow. Ross says the election is set to be certified by February the 20th.
All right, before we get to the rest of tonight's headlines, let's talk a little weather. Hope you had a great Super Bowl.
Yes.
Seahawks fans are pretty happy.
Oh, that was a bright spot to the dreary weekend,
Yes,
wasn't it? Oh, my goodness. And then out came the sun today. Must have been brought on by the Hawks again.
I think so. Stacey Lee joining us live. How are you feeling after the big win?
Pretty excited. Good stuff. Didn't win any of those little square things. I still haven't figured that out. But anyway, it was a rainy day, so good indoor football watching kind of weather. Today has been gorgeous. Hopefully you get out and enjoy this mild sunshine. It's going to be sticking around for a few days. Clear skies tonight, 48 degrees, or feels like it's 45. Winds are light at 7. It's good we finally have a little air higher circulation from the winds in the area, and expect a few breezy winds tomorrow. Temperatures cooling into the 40s. We're going to be chilly for the next couple of nights as well. That cooling trend has officially begun. Check it out. Finally, they're going to start seeing some warmer temperatures here in the Midwest and eventually to the East Coast. So a little break from the frigid they've been dealing with. Tonight, cold down to freezing all through the region, 20s and low 30s through our area. Our forecast is going dry from Tuesday through Friday, and then coming next weekend, we've got a big shift and we have some storms headed our way. So here's your overnight plans going out the door. Again, chilly down to 32 by 11 in Ellensburg, and not far behind for all the other cities. So just to recap, on a hot week, chilly overnight lows. Watch for early morning patchy fog in some areas. We're going to stay nice and dry through Friday, and then those weekend storms equal mountain snow, much needed. I'll tell you more about that coming up. Austin, Wendy.
All right, Stacey, thank you very much. Now to continuing coverage, Franklin County commissioners and the sheriff are clashing over guns at the county courthouse, a debate fueled by recent death threats, court security rules, and a decades-old tragedy.
As Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen reports, commissioners say staff and elected officials need the right to protect themselves, while the sheriff says the court, not the county, has the final say.
The dispute centers on whether county employees and elected officials with concealed carry permits should be allowed to bring guns into the Franklin County Courthouse. County leaders say the conversation intensified after Commissioner Stephen Bauman brought up in last week's commissioner meeting something concerning.
I received a death threat towards me and my family, and was concerned about it. Had never happened like that before, and so went through the processes of talking to law enforcement, multiple different agencies about what to do about it. And I'm not a fearful person, and so I ask a number of different people in those interviews if I should be in fear for my life. And numerous of them told me that yes, that I need to take it very, very seriously.
Bauman says he formally asked Benton Franklin Superior Court judges for permission to carry his gun inside the courthouse, a request the judges denied.
The letter that our administrator read from the Superior Court, the one sentence answer was no, because we said so. And after a year and a half of trying, that's the response that I get.
Under current rules, only law enforcement and private security officers are allowed to be armed inside the courthouse. Those restrictions date back decades to a 1974 bombing that killed Franklin County Superior Court Judge James Lawless. Commissioners argue the policy no longer reflects current safety concerns.
I don't see why you cannot carry a concealed weapon to protect yourself and your family at all times, including your work here at the courthouse.
County Assessor John Rosenau, a former police chief, told commissioners the change could make employees safer.
I think you need to pursue something. I have not been in a courthouse yet that has the restrictions this courthouse has.
Commissioners voted to repeal a county ordinance at last week's meeting, supporting a 2012 court policy banning weapons, though the move does not override the judge's authority. Franklin County Sheriff Jim Raymond says while he strongly supports people's Second Amendment rights, the courthouse is a secure facility and that the court, not the county, has the final say.
And this isn't the first time we've had a gun issue. We've warned before that, look, you can't carry guns here, people. And if you do, you're subject to arrest. Well, arrest has a broad meaning. You can cite or you can book. These happen to be offenses that you can be booked. And we'll book whoever's carrying firearms inside this courthouse.
Raymond says his priority is safety for judges, jurors, staff, and the public, adding that introducing more weapons into a high-stress environment creates additional risk.
We enforce the law. The law says there's an RCW 90-41-300 that outlines that. There's a 2012 court order by the judges that outlines who's in charge and who does those type of things. But we enforce the law.
Commissioner Bauman says he's frustrated with the response from the Superior Court and isn't sure what the next steps will be, but he's actively trying to figure that out. For now, the policy remains unchanged. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Okay, Dan, the sheriff says deputies will continue enforcing the court's gun-free zone, while commissioners say they'll keep pushing for changes they believe better protect staff and constitutional rights.
Now, any changes would require agreement from the Superior Court judges. The man who is accused in a suspected drunk driving crash in Pasco Friday night had his first appearance in court today. Authorities say 18-year-old Pedro Ruiz refused to stop for Pasco police when he drove onto I-182 and crashed head-on into a car being driven by 57-year-old Maria Mendoza of Grandview. Mendoza died at the scene. A Pasco police officer suspected Ruiz of driving under the influence and was pursuing him at the time of the crash. The Washington State Patrol says crashes like this show how quickly pursuits can turn dangerous, especially if impairment is a factor.
Impaired driving continues to be one of the biggest issues in our state and in other states. It's involved in over 50% of fatal collisions that we investigate. It's 100% preventable. It is 100% preventable.
Troopers say officers constantly weigh those risks during a pursuit, considering traffic, road conditions, and the threat the suspect poses to others on the road. The crash remains under investigation. Ruiz's next court date is February the 12th.
New at 6 now, a home is a total loss after a fire broke out in Wapato. Yakima County crews in District 5 responded to a trailer house after reports that occupants were trying to put out the fire with a hose late Friday night. When the first unit arrived, flames were showing through the roof and smoke was coming from the eaves of the single-wide home on the 800 block of Wapato Road. Everyone inside made it out okay. Firefighters say the blaze started on the outside corner of the structure and spread into the attic, but crews quickly knocked it down and extinguished hotspots by early Saturday morning. One firefighter was hurt. They are now recovering with some minor injuries. The cause is still under investigation. Now to the Washington legislature. Two of our area's most high-risk roads could be getting some safety upgrades with a new bill set to advance to the Washington State House floor.
Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells us all about House Bill 2174 and what it will take to get it to the governor's desk.
For years, Central Washington residents have been voicing their concerns over this stretch of State Route 395 just north of Pasco and this 10-mile piece of Highway 12 over the Wallula Gap. These two roads are some of the most dangerous in Central Washington, especially this section of State Route 395, where more than 10 people have died in crashes since 2020. And with new bills in the Washington State House and Senate, residents' concerns may finally be getting addressed.
They need help, long-term help, but they want immediate fixes, which gave me the idea to create what we called originally the Accident Risk Zone, which has now been changed to a substitute bill, Crash Prevention Zone.
Representative Clicker introduced the House version of this bill, House Bill 2174. He says the legislation would add a $73 fee to any speeding or crash fines given out in each zone, which would then fund an engineering and traffic investigation to find long-term safety improvements for the two roads. In the short term, revenue from the bill would also fund road signs and extra patrols from WSP. So far, the bill is advancing smoothly through the House, with several witnesses testifying in favor during a Transportation Committee meeting last week, and nobody testifying against.
We like the process that's created in this bill for the 24 counties that are a part of our risk pool. It encourages them to identify early areas of problems and establishes a good process for taking immediate action and then getting to a long-term solution.
Next up, the bill is waiting to be reviewed on the House floor. The bill's Senate counterpart, Senate Bill 6066, is still in committee. But if the bill were to pass on either floor, it would be sent to the other for the next step. Lastly, the bill would be sent to the governor's desk to be signed. Reporting from the newsroom, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Caleb, lawmakers in the House have until February 17th to pass the bill and send it to its next step in the Senate. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6, we're going to head to Oregon, where Umatilla is opening up applications for a new business incubator program, the Downtown Project, offering below-market rent to entrepreneurs.
And taking a live look outside, well, the sun has set, but man, oh man, was it nice to see it out there today. Find out if more sunshine is in our future with Stacy's full forecast after this.
Madam President, it's about the sale at Denver Mattress.
Walk with me. We need to get the word out, and fast.
Early reports show the more you buy, the more you save. In English, that's $100 off every 1,000 you spend. And Tempur-Pedic, save up to $500 on select mattress sets and get a $300 gift.
I'm still gonna need more, people.
We've got 60 months no interest and free shipping.
Now we're talking. This is an all hands on deck scenario, people. The President's Day Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Good Shepherd provides the most up-to-date orthopedic care available. Our team of experienced board-certified surgeons and podiatrists are capable of fulfilling your orthopedic needs. Services include precise joint replacements, sports medicine, all orthoscopic shoulder and knee repairs, fracture care, hand surgery, and foot and ankle care. We are here to help you with your pain and maximize your body's performance and function. Good Shepherd Orthopedics in Hermiston. Patients first, always.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
I have 2 options for you to take a look at. What do you think?
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Fast removal, fast installation. Our remodels take only days, not weeks, so you can love your bathroom sooner. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
The journey on Rocky Mountaineer has been incredible so far. It feels like you can reach out and touch the mountains, and I've never felt so taken care of. You really just have to be here.
Experience the Canadian Rockies by Luxury Rail. Rocky Mountaineer.
Every Sunday night, he can't sleep. But not this Sunday.
When you really need to sleep, ZzzQuil has no equal. Get the deeply restorative sleep you need. ZzzQuil, not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep.
Gillette Labs is just a fancy-looking Fusion 5? No, it ain't. It's Gillette's best shape, and its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer. Hey, Joe, come feel my cheeks.
Dad.
Gillette, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. Thank you so much for staying with us on the news at 6. We're going to get to Super Bowl coverage in just a bit, but first we're going to take you to Northern Oregon, where the city of Umatilla is looking to spur local business growth in its downtown area.
That's right. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with city officials about how a new business incubator is expected to help shape future growth.
The city of Umatilla currently has applications open for its Business Incubator program, which will offer retail and office space at below market rate for new and emerging businesses. The incubator spaces are located in the Umatilla Business Center, a redevelopment of the city's former post office building that is now being renovated as part of a larger effort to bring more activity to the downtown core near the Village Park Square. City officials say the goal is to give entrepreneurs a place to get established, build a customer base, and reinvest in their businesses while keeping startup costs manageable. The city hopes to have its first tenants move in when the business center opens later this spring.
2021 legislative session, we were able to get, through the help of Representative Smith and District 57, we were able to get $1.8 million from the state legislative funds. That gave us the initial seed money to be able to leverage that against some of our COVID money, our ARPA funds. And then we went and also got another grant from federal EDA, the Economic Development Administration.
Stockdale says the incubator is designed to help small businesses strengthen their operations, create local jobs, and bring more economic activity to the community. Plans for the building include several smaller incubator storefronts, along with additional long-term spaces for established tenants upstairs.
Floor will house our incubator program. That's going to be 3 businesses. And then our permanent space upstairs is set up for 2, maybe 3 more as well. Those are going to be your traditional anchor tenants that are here in the building.
City staff say support won't stop at providing space. The program is also intended to connect entrepreneurs with training, professional guidance, and opportunities to collaborate with other local businesses.
We'll also be hosting monthly and quarterly events, whether it's seminars, lunch and learns, for not only our business patrons within the business center, but businesses around Umatilla to come in, learn, network, and grow their business.
Umatilla city leaders tell me that business incubator projects are a great way for smaller communities to grow their business culture. And other smaller communities near Umatilla, like Irrigan, are also doing similar incubator projects.
Really excited for Irrigan and what they have going on, and they're going to have a great facility at the end of the year, it looks like. And for small towns like us, this is really one of the best local economic development tools that we can have.
City leaders say they hope the new business center will attract entrepreneurs, increase foot traffic downtown, and create long-term opportunities for growth. In Umatilla, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, William, officials say the incubator program runs on a 3-year timeline, and they are hoping to hold a ribbon-cutting ceremony in early May.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And today, what a difference a day makes. We go in, now we're Super Bowl champions, or at least Seahawks are. And we had a rainy, wet day yesterday to sunshine today and clearing skies for tonight. Getting cool out there right now, 44. And you see our camera bouncing just slightly, a little bit windy in the Yakima Valley. But that's good. That's keeping those clouds and that stagnant air moving around. We haven't had much air movement in the last several weeks, so good for the wind. All right, temperatures in the 40s all through the area. Pretty much everybody staying very nice and warm tonight, except for the mountains. Keep a close eye. Finally, they got several inches of snow over the last couple of days, and they need those cool temperatures to hang on to that much needed snowpack. But there's a big change coming now. This ridge of high pressure is moving through. That's going to keep us dry. See a few clouds and a few lingering snow showers, but those are going to dry up tonight. We do have warm air coming in, actually moving to the east with cooler air coming in is what I meant to say. You can see this cool down coming. We're going to be pretty neutral in the Pacific Northwest, but finally some relief for the folks in the Midwest and the East Coast. All right, yesterday we hit 53 degrees in Yakima. Normal is 45, so you could see very warm temperatures, but that's going to change. We're going to be sitting closer to our average. In Tri-Cities, 47. We're going to be lingering just barely above that for the rest of the week, so temperatures pretty close to normal for now. Our overnight lows also, even though they're cooler, they're sitting closer to normal, with the exception Thursday and Friday, and then we're going to cool back down there. So temperatures around the freezing level, pretty normal for February. Temperatures overnight tonight, once again on the chilly side, we're going to see everybody dropping down to that freezing level or just below it, like Pendleton, Hermiston. Tri-Cities at 31, Yakima and Ellensburg in the 20s, upper 20s. Also going to keep our eye on some breezy winds. We had some today. They're going to be pretty calm overnight tonight, but look towards tomorrow afternoon in this area, the Columbia River Gorge, down in the southern portion of the Columbia Basin into Lexington. Going to be a little bit breezy in the afternoon. That'll make those temperatures feel a little bit cooler. So on Futurecast, not a lot to see here. We are watching for some snow to start developing and moving into the area Wednesday, but most of it staying well to south of Cabbage Hill, going into and towards Idaho. So pretty safe from that. Now what we're tracking for the weekend is finally some much needed snow in our Cascades and our Blues. Check out some of these forecasted numbers here, and this would be Thursday through Monday. All right, 7-day planner is pretty quiet. Look at this, nice and quiet all the way through to Valentine's Day, where we do see temperatures on the cool side and a 30% chance of rain. Yakima also staying in the 40s all week long with a brief cool off, and those overnight lows are dropping down there below freezing pretty much for the next 7 nights. In Ellensburg, you're going to stay in the 40s. Look for a wintry mix possible. That would happen late Friday into Saturday morning. just in time for that weekend commute if you're headed over the hills for, yes, President's Day weekend. In Walla Walla, we also are looking at a wintry mix possible on Sunday, Monday, as those temperatures will continue to drop. For Hermiston, looking pretty mild there as well, pretty much all week long. Temperatures pretty just slightly above our average. And then don't forget Galentine's. That's the girls' version of Valentine's Day on Friday. So I've gone to lots of Galentine's celebrations with my friends.
Totally fun.
Totally fun.
You gotta put all the holidays up there. And mark 'em.
Exactly.
Yep. All right. I love it very
coming
much.
up too.
Yep.
To look forward to.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Well, this also coming up. A delivery gone wrong in Mumbai. What turned party balloons into a dangerous weapon when we come back.
This is Heart Health Awareness Month. To stay fit, check your cholesterol and blood pressure on the regular. Get more at applevalleynews.com.
Heart Healthy Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
For me, it's about like accepting and being empathetic to patients. So as a dentist, I want to make sure that everybody is treated the same, and whatever the needs are, we want to provide the best care possible for each patient. There's no judgment. Now I don't have a lot of time to recharge because I have a 2-year-old. So pretty much we go to places like parks or supermarkets to have the 2-year-old enjoy. So that's a big joy. I think it only comes like at this period of time.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
Whoa. How are you doing that?
I just started banking with ICCU.
ICCU?
Best banking experience of my life. Smart technology, great rates, benefits with my checking. Plus, it's just nice to talk to people who actually care.
And that made you able to lift a bazillion pounds?
You tell me. Hey, you got any more 45s back there?
Everything you need for your banking and everything you love about a credit union. ICCU. Life's greener here.
Before you try drastic measures, try new Olay Regenerist, upgraded with triple collagen peptides to strengthen cellular bonds from within. For firmer, lifted, more radiant skin. Only Olay.
You know what's all good? Zero heartburn. That's why I take Prilosec OTC. Just one pill a day blocks heartburn before it starts. Unlike my friend here popping antacids all day. Give me those. Prilosec OTC. One pill, zero heartburn. All good.
Some mornings, I get a little extra help. Memories are made in the kitchen. Find the right appliance to make more of them at Fred's.
At Fred's Appliance, all Bosch appliances are on sale. Save up to $300 on select Bosch dishwashers. Swing by Fred's Appliance today. We sell appliances, only appliances.
A bunch of balloons explode, and it was all caught on camera. A warning, some viewers may find this video disturbing. This happened inside a Mumbai, India high-rise building last week. 3 people stepped inside, including a delivery man with a big bag of balloons. Suddenly, the balloons explode in a huge fireball that you just saw right there. Now, thankfully, everyone got out, but one person suffered burns on the arm, neck, and stomach. Reports say the balloons may have been filled with hydrogen gas instead of helium. Hydrogen is cheaper but highly flammable.
Wow. Cell phone video captured parts of an Amazon delivery drone falling to the ground in Richardson, Texas. Footage shows the drone hovering near an apartment building. Then moments later, pieces fall to the ground. This happened last Wednesday. The propellers are later seen spinning and smoke rising before firefighters are seen investigating the damaged drone. Amazon said the building sustained minimal damage and that it apologizes for any inconvenience. Still ahead in our 6:30 half hour, we've got Super Bowl coverage, plus Kennewick aims at adding transparency to community event funding, the new grant program with clear eligibility rules.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist, Dr. Tegan Goodell, is now caring for patients in Prosser and Walla Walla. Dr. Goodell provides advanced care in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine injuries, including surgery of the shoulder, elbow, knee, and ankle. Get back to doing what you love. Call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
This President's Day, upgrade every room for less at More Furniture. With sofas starting at $395, beds starting at $195, and mattresses starting at $329. We have styles for every budget. Plus, enjoy free delivery and 0% financing with no money down for 61 months. Shop the President's Day sale today at a More Furniture store near you or shop now at morefurniture.com.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery. Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Attention viewers. Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Saturday at 9 a.m. Good News Today will resume its regularly scheduled time on Sunday, February 22nd at 9 a.m.
Apple Valley News Now congratulates the Seahawks Super Bowl 60 champions. Thank you to our viewers for following the Hawks to the Bay Area with live coverage on Apple Valley News Now, ABC, and Apple Valley News Now. Your home for Super Bowl 61. Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Next DT, Bad Bunny makes Super Bowl halftime history. Plus,
the best ever.
We're with the Stars getting game day hype.
Cheers. Let's go. Here we go.
Next DT.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6:30.
The Pacific Northwest is celebrating as the Seahawks win Super Bowl 60, a fan's first-hand experience from his seat at Levi's Stadium.
Can't wait for that. Plus, the Pasco Library seeks funding stability through a regional partnership. The annexation proposal now in the hands of voters.
That and more right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
I'll tell you what, we are celebrating here at Apple Valley News Now.
Big win.
Yep.
Big win last night. And I wasn't even sweating it all night because they were just always ahead.
I know, I know. First half, we had field goals. Second half, action picked up.
Yeah,
and
I was wondering when the action was going to start. That I was, because I was feeling it was starting off a little bit slow, but at the same time,
we were
Seahawks were up, so we were happy. We're having a good old time, and I know Stacy is a very big Seahawks fan.
That's right.
Were you happy the whole time, Stacy?
I was happy the whole time, and redemption from the last time they played the Patriots in the Super Bowl, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
Different team. I just felt like the Patriots just weren't as experienced as the Seahawks. Maybe that's what it was. But what we did have was a rainy Super Bowl day, so great day for viewing that football, sitting indoors. Today was a great day to get outside and enjoy that sunshine. Look at this, clear skies and 48 degrees, still nice and warm. Winds are light at 7 miles an hour, our humidity at 63%. Winds are going to try to help keep that fog out of the area, but it's not unexpected to see a few pockets of fog. What we are going to see are cooler temperatures as our warm front is now starting to shift to the east, giving folks here in the Midwest a break from all that chilly weather they've been dealing with over the last couple of weeks. We are going to start to cool down below the freezing level for most of the entire viewing area overnight. We are going to stay pretty dry Tuesday through Friday, with the exception of a few mountain snow showers, not too close to here, but definitely much needed snow, and our temperatures out the door in the morning are going to be chilly, so grab your coat, peel those layers off in the afternoon as we get close to 50 degrees. So chilly overnight lows. Watch for early morning fog pockets here and there. We stay dry through Friday. Weekend storms equals much needed mountain snow coming this weekend. I'll tell you more about that and how much we're expecting to get. Austin, Wendy.
Pasco voters will decide whether the city should join the Mid-Columbia Library System.
Supporters say annexation could expand services and stabilize funding, while others are still weighing the cost.
It's not a matter of if, we will have to cut services.
Pasco residents head to the polls on Tuesday for a decision that could change how library services are run in the city. The ballot asking voters whether Pasco should annex into the Mid-Columbia Libraries system. It's a regional network that serves communities across Benton and Franklin counties. Kennewick and Richland are already in the system.
We're just trying to create some regional parity, if you will.
City leaders like Councilman Leo Perales tells me that joining the district could mean more resources, longer-term funding stability, and access to a larger collection of books, programs, and digital services.
It's only about $90, $100 a year in an increase in property taxes. And with that, we can shift this money and hopefully not have to raise taxes other places.
Perales says the move would help keep the library system sustainable as Pasco continues to grow.
This isn't new money. We're just going to literally shift this money to pay for some of the bread and butter issues and services that we have with the city. So, you know, that's one thing I want to make sure people know, that we're not raising your property taxes to go spend more money. No, we're living within our budget. We're going to try and live within our means.
If approved, Pasco would become part of the Mid-Columbia Libraries District, with funding coming through a property tax structure used by other member cities. Supporters say that means more consistent support for programs like story times, homework help, and community events. But not everyone is on board. One Pasco voter, Connie Anderson, told me Monday that she's voting no, saying the city already faces a multi-million-dollar budget shortfall, and she doesn't want library funding shifted to residents through a new property tax. If you were a betting man, do you think this will pass?
I think it will. It's a growing community. You know, you got to have your parks, you got to have your entertainment, and you got to have your education. And that's a really big part of our community is the Mid-Columbia Libraries. They've been a great partner. And so, you know, I wouldn't hate for us to even walk away from the district.
The vote happens tomorrow. Ballots must be postmarked or dropped off by 8 p.m.
Kennewick City Council members approved a new Parks and Recreation Special Events Grant Program. It's designed to bring more structure and transparency to how the city waives fees for community events. Parks and Rec staff says the goal is to help new events get off the ground while still supporting nonprofits and community-focused activities. It sets clear eligibility requirements and creates a scoring process to determine which events receive assistance. Officials say the program will also require events to gradually become self-sufficient so funding can be made available for future events.
As soon as they receive that conditional approval, which can take a few weeks to a month from the time of application, they would then be able to apply.
City staff says the grant program will work alongside existing policies that allow continued support for certain long-running or high-impact events while creating a more consistent process for new applicants.
All right, the Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions once again, defeating the Patriots 29-13.
How about that? Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable recaps the win that has the state of Washington unified.
Super Bowl 60 belonged to the Seahawks, and that was made evident early on in the game, highlighted by their strong defensive performance. Leading the offense was running back Kenneth Walker, who ran for 135 yards. His work on the ground earned him Super Bowl MVP honors.
We went through a lot of adversity this season, but we came together.
Yakima native Cooper Kupp represented his hometown well. He had 6 receptions and 61 yards, both leading the team. This is now his second Super Bowl ring, his first as a Seahawk. Heath Brewster, a.k.a. the Sea-Squatch, is a Tri-Cities native and Seahawks superfan. Brewster got to go to the game, something he has always wanted to check off his bucket list.
Just hanging out all weekend with different people, and I had a great time at the game. It was unbelievable. I'm sure you can imagine what that was like for me. A lifelong dream, and being able to see my team win there in person was just, it was spectacular.
The Lombardi Trophy caps off a dream season for Seattle. Before the season started, Vegas gave the Seahawks 60-1 odds to win the Super Bowl, ranking them 19th in the NFL. That makes the Seahawks the second most unlikely team to win a Super Bowl in NFL history, according to preseason odds. The NFL season is officially over, but the 12 sit atop the throne until next season and are etched into history. Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
Real quick, my director Jason, could we take a 2-shot? Because I gotta say something real quick.
Okay, put me on the spot.
Do you remember Friday when Caleb did that video with us? He interviewed me, you, and Stacy, and he asked us what the score would be.
Yes.
I said 45-13 Seahawks.
Okay.
So I got 13.
You got one number right.
I got one number right.
I think I went 35-17.
Okay.
I was in the realm.
All right.
The general vicinity, kind of.
Close enough. We'll talk to Stacy, see what her prediction was. In the meantime, the Super Bowl parade will take place in Seattle this Wednesday starting at 11 a.m. Roughly 1 million people are expected to attend. All right, coming up next here on the news live at 6:30. Hey, the Justice Department opens 3 million pages of the Epstein files to lawmakers, the strict rules they must follow.
Then Stacy's coming back, not only with her numbers, but the numbers you need to know in your forecast after this.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather.
Have you heard? Tempur-Pedic sleep is better sleep. With innovative materials developed for astronauts, Tempur-Pedic mattresses reduce motion transfer, which means less tossing and turning, so you can sleep undisturbed through the night. But which Tempur-Pedic is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. Let our expert sales staff guide you to your perfect Tempur-Pedic. And right now, save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Shop Denver Mattress today, the easiest way to find your perfect Tempur-Pedic.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
This February, it's more countless wins with a $55,000 high-stakes giveaway at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Over $5,000 is up for grabs weekly, Fridays and Saturdays in February. Take home cash prizes and premium Pendleton beef. Multiply your entries every Monday. And on Saturday, February 28th, 4 grand prize finalists will break the bank with $13,000 in cash and prizes, including $500 of Pendleton beef for each winner. Beef up your wins only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
So I interviewed this guy a couple of months ago on my podcast. His name is Clint Romesha, and he was awarded the Medal of Honor for his actions in Afghanistan. His story is unbelievable. His book, Red Platoon, Amazing. Now, I met Clint through my friends over at Pure Talk. Yeah, this is a commercial for Pure Talk, but relax, it'll be over in seconds, and you might even like it. As you can see, I switched to Pure Talk not long ago from Verizon, partly because I was sick of Verizon, and partly because I wanted to be on the nation's most dependable 5G network and save a whole bunch of money, but mostly because of Clint. I wanted to be in business with a wireless company who actually stands for something, and I love what Pure Talk is doing for our vets. I love the way they support America's Warrior Partnership. So to sum up, get to know Clint Romeshay on my podcast, check out his terrific book, Red Platoon, and then switch to a wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
Congratulations, Dave. You just won $1,000 for Camo Dave Ministry as part of our Volunteers Count contest.
We encourage the public to get involved, and that's how this exists.
To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Making national news now, a letter from the Department of Justice noted that members of Congress could review the unredacted Epstein files at the DOJ starting today.
There are guidelines on how members can look through the more than 3 million pages of content that has been publicly released. Lawmakers will have to give the federal agency a 24 hours notice.
Congressional members will be given access to computers in a room and can only take notes. No outside electronic devices are allowed inside.
This comes as Ghislaine Maxwell appeared before the House Oversight Committee for a virtual deposition today, but she didn't answer questions, instead opting to plead the Fifth. Maxwell was convicted in 2021 of sex trafficking and other charges.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
All right, well, rainy day led to a nice sunny day. Let's take a live look in Ellensburg tonight. We're cooling down. We're at 40 degrees, but clear skies, great visibility. Winds at 10 miles per hour. That's going to keep that airflow going and keep away that stagnant air we've been dealing with for the last couple of weeks. Temperatures around the region, we're cooling down now. We're going to see, you're going to feel a much cooler night ahead than we have had for the past few nights. This ridge of high pressure starting to exit the area, exit stage left. That's going to take the warmer air with it and allow this cool air to start coming in. We've been tracking light snow fall across the Cascades today. Not a lot, but there's the weather pattern shifting tomorrow. Again, a lot of the states that have been freezing are finally going to get some warm air back, and then we're going to slide down to our temperatures right around normal for this time of year, but cooler than we've been seeing. Remember, we've been up in the 50s, close to 60 for quite a while. Now we're going to drop down. Our average in Tri-Cities is 47. Overnight lows may feel chilly, but our average for this time of year is 28. So things will start to drop down closer to the average, right around the freezing level for the next several days. And that will be impactful as different weather pattern systems start to move through the region. As far as tonight goes, temperatures are going to be on the cool side, below freezing in the 20s and 30s all through our area. 31 for Tri-Cities and Dayton, Hanford, 29 in Hermiston and Yakima, 28 tonight in Ellensburg. We're tracking some breezy to gusty winds. We had a few of those coming through today. Look for tomorrow afternoon right here from Battle Mountain. The summit's here. Hermiston area, Tri-Cities, Hanford, even Ellensburg will see some breezy winds, but that again keeps that air quality good. It's going to make the temperatures feel cold. Here's what we're tracking for Thursday to next Monday. So active weather pattern moves in, some much needed snow. This is our forecast right now. These numbers are subject to change, but it's looking pretty good so far. 7-day planner, 40s, 50 degrees for Thursday, Friday, and then your Valentine's Day, don't forget, on Saturday could be a little bit on the cool side and a chance of rain. There you go. Here's Yakima, also staying in the 40s with chances of rain beginning on Saturday. Ellensburg with temperatures cooling off at night down in the 20s. They could see a little mixed precip if that rain does eventually make it over the Cascades. Here's Walla Walla also looking at some rain and possibly some rain mixed with snow. That would be Sunday into Monday, so be prepared for that. And again, any mountain travel this weekend, you're going to want to check those pass reports because, again, with the lighter showers activity here, we could see snow there. They picked up 4 or 5 inches, I believe, at White Pass yesterday. They were very happy. Made the base total come up a little bit. So ski resorts need it. We need that snowpack, and here it comes. That shift in the weather. What did we say, mid-February?
Yeah.
Right on time?
Right on time.
All right, just like you said.
Yep.
Coming up, the retail shakeup continues. The outdoor brand heading to bankruptcy court.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last. Plus, get 60 months, no interest. The President's Day Super Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
We need a secure place for our savings after that little girl broke in and...
She broke my little piggy bank. I checked all my socials and asked around. Little Red Riding Hood and the Three Pigs all said the same thing.
Yep, they say Yakima Federal Savings and Loan is safe and secure.
I bet the big bad wolf can't even get in there. And there are 10 of them right here in our forest.
Only one local bank is right for a bear's hard-earned honey.
Yakima Federal Savings and Loan. Not too big, not too small, just right. Member FDIC.
I'm obsessed with this Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash, and it's 10 times more vitamin B3 complex. Just one shower transforms my skin from dry to intensely moisturized. For me, it's only Olay Moisturizing Body Wash.
You know what's all good? Zero heartburn. That's why I take Prilosec OTC. Just one pill a day blocks heartburn before it starts. Unlike my friend here popping antacids all day. Give me those. Prilosec OTC. One pill, zero heartburn. All good.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
This is something that I've been dreaming about.
I want to be a singer.
And I believe
I can do it. Being here just means the entire world to me.
You were born to sing.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial House Dermatology Center in Benton City.
Attention viewers. Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Saturday at 9 a.m. Good News Today will resume its regularly scheduled time on Sunday, February 22nd at 9 a.m.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Colorado Queen for only $199.99. Plus, get 60 months no interest and free shipping. The President's Day Super Sale, only at Denver Mattress.
Time for what's trending. Clothing retailer Eddie Bauer is facing bankruptcy. The operator of Eddie Bauer stores in the U.S. and Canada announced plans to enter into a restructuring support agreement and move forward with Chapter 11.
Company leaders say the retailer has faced many challenges recently, including declining sales and uncertainty around some tariffs.
That's right. Eddie Bauer locations outside the U.S. and Canada are not included in the filing and will continue to operate normally.
Okay, imagine winning a medal in the Olympics only to have it break within just a few moments.
Oh my gosh. Some athletes competing in the 2026 Winter Games in Italy say they've encountered just that. American skier Breezy Johnson and figure skater Alyssa Liu have both reported problems.
That's right. They say their medals became detached from the ribbons.
Oh.
Yikes.
That's sad. I always see them bite it like, is it real gold? And they're cracking them in half. Speaking of fails, okay, you guys remember a couple weeks ago my squirrel saga?
Yeah.
He was climbing down, eating all the food out of the bird feeder, right?
Yeah.
So check this out. We got the Squirrel 2000 bird feeder. Okay, look on your screen up there. Okay, I'll get the video going. Yeah, this is supposed to be anti-squirrel. Do you see what he is doing?
What?
He's emptying the entire bird feeder. So that bird feeder is supposed to keep squirrels out. Does he look like he was defeated by that?
The grit and determination, give him a medal, man.
Right?
Gold right there.
And the funny, look at him, just fat and happy. Anyway, the funny thing, and people were saying, feed the poor squirrel. Well, I have a squirrel feeder. He keeps destroying our bird feeders. So anyway, there we go. Again, I caught him at lunchtime.
Squirrel watch continues.
That's right.
Final weather after this.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Apple Valley Eats.
At Legends Casino Hotel, we believe the perfect meal begins long before it reaches the table. That's why we partner exclusively with Royal Ranch, a family farm right here in Washington. From Royal Ranch to Legends, every cut of beef we serve begins on land cared for by people who believe in feeding their community responsibly. These cattle are pasture-raised, nourished through a regenerative loop that gives back to the soil and sustains the planet. For us, it's more than food. It's tradition, it's respect for the land, and pride in the people who make it possible. Treat yourself to all-natural pasture-raised, flame-broiled steaks, or melt in your mouth succulent prime rib. Try one of our towering burger creations, the legendary Mount Hood and Mount Adams. Stacked high with all your favorite fixing to satisfy the heartiest appetites and deliver a flavor experience that's bold, memorable, and unmistakably Northwest. From the first sizzle to the last bite, every dish tells a story. Taste the trust. Taste the tradition. Taste Royal Ranch beef, proudly crafted and executed by our culinary trained professionals at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish, Washington. Always local, always better, always legendary.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home.
I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you,
we're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We're here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
So what do you think about these?
Yeah, we're gonna take...
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Don't relocate, renovate. As your needs change, update your bathroom with aging and accessibility solutions designed to keep the space safe and stylish. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Power up, America. The Ford President's Day sales event is here. Save on the vehicles that will take you places, give you a surge of productivity, and a new sense of freedom. So, head to your local Ford dealer, because it's time to get in the driver's seat. Get a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bang starting at just $27,800, plus a 2-year maintenance plan, only at your local Ford dealer.
Skiing with incredible views. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
And welcome back. Viewer photo sent in. Kirby Lambert. This is out in Waitsburg. Look way off in the distance. Those are frolicking does, or fawns, I should say, out enjoying that beautiful sunset, I'm thinking.
Gorgeous.
So, thank you for that, Kirby. Again, keep snapping those photos, or if you have any squirrel tips for me, you can send those in. Use that QR code right there on top of your screen. Thanks to Lifetime Dental. Here's the headlines again. Going dry, near normal temps on the chillier side than we've been seeing, but the active weather comes back this weekend. That big heart, of course, Valentine's weekend.
Yes.
And we need the snow, we need the rain, so.
Yes, and you said perfect cuddle weather.
Cuddle weather
so
forecast. I'll work on that for the weekend.
All right, well, that'll do it for us.
Hoping your news is good.
Have a good one. See you back here at 11.